That's the way places.
Everyone, choose a movie.
Tremors.
Barbarella.
I'm gonna change my option.
It's the same two for Riley and Beth.
I don't know. Halloween.
Halloween.
Nightmare Before
No.
Christmas.
And
I'm
Nightmare
gonna change
Before
mine to
Christmas.
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Nightmare
Yeah.
Before Christmas. Barbarella and Tremors. Likelihood that thousands of years from now, archaeologists will use said movie to explain how society functioned in the 21st century.
Shit. I'm last. There's no question about that.
I think Barbarella might be first.
It's
It was
Josh
a very
in time.
forward-thinking movie, so
Yeah, but they
I
don't know
hesitate
that.
to say yes, but
They don't know that, though. That's the whole idea.
I
Just
mean,
think about
100
it.
years from now, assuming the internet still works.
I mean, with Tremors as well, I think that paints a pretty good picture of, like, small town country life. Where it's, like, a few normal people, the crazy gun nuts up on the hill.
I love when Cool
I
Josh
really-
said, "It's Joshin time."
It's
Yeah, it
Josh.
is Josh in time.
And Lena said Halloween, right?
Or change it
Trick or
to Trick
Treat.
or Treat.
I haven't seen that one.
I said Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm taking last for that one, honestly. That one doesn't really fit.
But here's the thing: how many like ancient texts do we take as historically accurate that are definitely not?
Pretty often actually.
Exactly. That's why I argue it's Barbarella.
Yeah, because we know a lot of the Egyptians because of the paintings that they use for that. So that's my example anyway, because they use what's that piece of
Hieroglyph?
no, not the hieroglyph, the fucking where it translates.
Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, the Rosetta Stone, yeah. Where it turned they translate it to Greece to hieroglyphs, and it was a huge discovery that broke through the whole hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt.
I do agree with Riley from a standpoint of looking at the technology that Barbarella totes. It's not going to show you how the society actually worked, and it's a highly idealized look at all of this shameless sex because
Yes.
it was produced in '98. It's like fucking 4 porn intros strung together.
Beth.
The budget was also insane.
Beth. It's not which will be the most accurate. It's which one will they most likely use
Again,
in
Riley's
thousands of years from now.
Again, back
is
then they had
essentially
to
not
fight off
100
giant.
years. Is my math wrong?
A century is a 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
A
talking
millennia-
So
3,000 plus is the year.
we're in the 21st century.
So two millennia. That is
Oh,
where
it does say. My brain is fucking mush.
See,
But-
the way
Think Futurama.
the way I'm looking at it is like, you see, they had to fight off giant worm monsters all the time, and it was just a really serious problem to the point where they started publicizing it as a tourist attraction. And they were profiting off the exploitation of these worm monsters, even though it claimed human lives. Look at these barbarians.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking about, though. There's no historical text to back up the worm monster thing, but there's historical text to back up space travel, which they would then assume Barbarella is an accurate rendition of.
Yeah.
With the angels and the fucking orgasmatron.
Obviously, they would think it's a little exaggerated, but they would think it's based on real
Okay.
events to an extent.
Hey Lena, can you give us the quickest synopsis of Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat is about the traditions of Halloween, and why you should follow
Lean
them.
forward again and start over.
Oh, sorry.
Move
It's
your
about the
mic.
traditions of
It's not the
Halloween
mic.
and how.
You might cut out again. Yeah.
It's about the traditions of Halloween.
And why
They're important to
Trick or
follow.
Treat is a 2007 American anthology horror film.
just finish the sentence.
No, a small town face real ghosts and goblins on Halloween. Tales of terror reveal the consequences of extinguishing a jack-o'-lantern before midnight, and a grumpy hermit's encounter with a sinister trick-or-treater. I'd say that one should be first. Because I definitely believe they're like, oh yeah, the reason they had this barbaric tradition is because there used to be subspecies of monsters that had an accord with these people that once a year they had to pay homage.
If we can't decide...
If we're going with that route, then my pick, Nightmare Before Christmas, is a good contender with that too.
Yeah.
It deals with Halloween, Christmas.
I'm not gonna
Easter.
pretend to know. Also, fucking archaeologists. You're gonna be looking for, like, physicalities. Like, movie props is what they'd be looking at. Like,
Yeah.
that's what archaeologists would be looking at. So yours would be a clay set, which would be an interesting...
Yeah.
Riley's would be looking at literal guns, which we already do, and I don't see that particularly falling out of fashion.
Yeah,
There
but they
is
wouldn't be
also-
looking at actual worms.
There was also the animatronic graboids.
That's
How
what I
big
was
were
getting
they?
Ready to say.
I'm
They-
going to send a image into the group chat.
Fair enough.
They varied in
let's
size.
see it.
Lena's would have some fucking animatronics, and I would have fucking wooden throwing batons, basically. And a set that cost literally millions of dollars. Translated in today's economy, that movie cost $13 billion to make.
Came out in 98?
No, 68.
68? Okay.
Okay, you know what? With the actual worm animatronics, I'll give it to Trimmers. Honestly, you've convinced me.
Yeah, it's 68.
Alright. I'm agreeing with
Tremors
that.
has more. Barbarella is genuinely for porn introductions.
Well, like, I could
Strung
see
together
that
with the
being in a
Duran
history
Duran.
textbook, that latest one I put.
Right. But yeah, I would still argue that they would believe Barbarella as being actual history over both of the Halloween movies. Because they might find other stuff and it would be like, yeah, all of the Halloween stuff is
Oh,
all
yeah.
of it is like just mythology.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
actual
I'll
space
agree.
travel happened.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, just put me in like third or fourth.
But God, honestly, another thing with the Tremors movies was they had so many problems with the graboids since it was an animatronic. Like, it caused some damage on set. Like, some people actually got hurt by them.
I'm not surprised. Guys, we're almost done.